Start thinking of what the name for the next house will be. Thanks to readers who have sent me lists or helped me crowdsource a data set. My biggest crowdsourcing project was a data set of over 2,400 character bios, some of them containing dialogue and even poetry. I sat on that data set a while before I trained a neural net on it, partly because I knew the results I would get.
And we need mechanics of one still, so we just need wood, so we can build a cart and break it repeatedly.
Yes, would be barely coherent. Sure enough, they were. Muck weaponsly attacks, wanting a noblement.
A noblement?
But in the time since then, people have made progress in giving neural networks more memory when generating text.
We need 2x4s. I thought we already had that.
Enough to keep track of multiple sentences at once. The approach usually includes training a huge neural network on a huge dataset, like Amazon's 82 million reviews or 8 million web pages, which can require thousands of dollars worth of cloud computing training. This is why I usually stick to generating lists of names and very short phrases. Now, though, some of these huge neural networks are available for people to experiment with. There's GP2. I wrote about how it learned to generate everything from fan fiction to recipes thanks to 8 million web pages it's seen. Just saying. Okay. Why are you so concerned at a move?
Scare. Oh man, yeah, we definitely need a bigger basket.
Basket?
Basket.
What?
Oh, can I build one wooden frame at a time? With our current materials, that's really bad.
Thanks to 8 million web pages it's seen. Last week I wrote about how it can even be used to detect its own text. And it turns out that with just a short bit of retaining, I can teach it to specialize in D&D character bios. Frillsec Thunderfoot, Doliath Wizard.
Oh, I'm moving it in the wrong place.
Doliath Wizard.
Yeah.
It's like a Dolan Goliath.
We have one of those in our party.
Frick had spent his childhood in a small city.
Frick?
Yeah. Where he was always a presence, and his family had a strong relationship with his parents. His parents were important envoys involved in the arts and good-natured to the point where it even began sinking in.
See, it almost sounds like we're English, doesn't it?
Except that the sentence actually does not mean anything. They thought that their daughter was going to go to the family test. It was not a challenge he could set. He already had his parents, and his parents had already left to their door. This was not as easy. This was not as easy as when he had a small family. So he left the city and left to take a new name. His parents were not especially good. And he was left to pursue the life of an adventurer. He would pursue that long. And he could do a new life.
That's good.
He would adventure. His friends would be just as strong, and he would be the best adventurers to follow him. His adventures would end in his own hands. What? His adventures would end in his own hands. His adventures were not to be brief, but it was not long.
He's trying to say something, but I don't know what.
His family had simply been saved, and he was now in the great city. He would work with a goldfish. Capital G goldfish. He would work with a goldfish, to see if he could.
Could he?
I don't know. Frick found his old family's fortune and his curiosity, and he went to a small city to see if he could find a work in the goldfish.
In the goldfish.
He heard stories of a goldfish, a sea monster, and a silverfish, and a sea monster. I'm not done yet, damn it! Stop!
A goldfish and a silverfish.
Yes.
They're very similar things, right?
No, they're exceptionally different. He'd heard stories of a goldfish, a sea monster, and a silverfish, a sea monster, and a ship that was a ship of exploration. The ship was full of fish and evil, like some...
A fish and evil!
The ship was full of fish and evil, like some treasure, but it was not to be.
Evil, like treasure.
When Frick found the ship, he rushed back and found the ship, full of treasure and full of fish.
As we'd established. I did it.
He wanted to be a pirate and fight it. This bio is perhaps a bit suspect. But this is way more coherent than what my tiny neural net produced. The character's name stays the same throughout, and the neural net even remembers that the ship was full of fish. The plots can get a bit repetitive, though.
Oh, yes.
And at certain points during training, it seems to go through periods where it's very repetitive indeed. Half-elf, 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 half-elf.
AI broke.
A great elf, a half-elf, and a half-elf named Valka, which is a half-elf and a half... which is a half-elf and a half-elf from Avila, and it uses a dark elf as a companion for his older sisters.
It uses one as a companion?
For someone else. Was found to be of no effect when he tried to hide when a town was approached. Unfortunately for his sister, they were the first to come since the dark elves that come to him at their events. As an age, his daughter, Valka, became a half-elf. And began to be a half-elf that sees herself as a half-elf.
That is fine.
And sees himself on the streets as a half-elf. The orc warlock was captured...
What?
This is a different one.
Oh.
The orc warlock was captured and killed by a group of orcs. He was imprisoned and forced to work for a giant tome.
After being killed?
Yes. But he was forced to work for a giant book. He was forced to work for a giant tome.
After he was killed?
Yes. He was imprisoned for a while until he was rescued by a group of adventurers after already being dead. He was imprisoned for a while. For a while until he was rescued by a group of adventurers. It does say that twice. I wanted to make sure that I wasn't just rereading to make it even more confusing. No, it actually says that whole part twice. Rescued by a group of adventurers who were looking for a group of adventurers to help eradicate the orcish ferocity. They were a group of adventurers who were looking for a group of adventurers to help eradicate the orcish ferocity. It says that part twice too.
I'm so drunk.
They were tasked with escorting a group of adventurers to the city of Gipol. The orc warlock was killed by a group of bandits.
Again? God damn, he's a terrible warlock.
The orc warlock was imprisoned and given his prison term. Okay.
He keeps getting killed and imprisoned.
Yes, the orc warlock was imprisoned and given his prison term. He was imprisoned and imprisoned for a period of time. He was imprisoned and imprisoned for a period of time. He was imprisoned and imprisoned for a period of time. He was imprisoned and imprisoned for a period of time until he was released and given a prison term.
I'd hate to be this guy.
He was imprisoned. He was imprisoned and imprisoned until he was imprisoned and imprisoned for a period of time.
Oh man, sucks to be this guy, right?
He was imprisoned and imprisoned until he was imprisoned and imprisoned again.
He said that?
Yes.
Again?
He was imprisoned and imprisoned for a period of time until he was imprisoned and imprisoned again.
Oh no.
I'm actually somewhat afraid of Big Cat.
What?
Little did he know, during his monastery's course of time...
What?
That's a sentence. Little did he know, during the monastery's course of time, period. When the monastery's training and growth was complete, his mother told Big Cat, and Big Cat to drive their own path, and test Big Cat with Big Cat's army of Big Cats, army of Big Cats and Big Cats and Big Cats.
Not Big Cat.
Big Cat is Big Cat, and Big Cat, Big Cat, Big... I'm having trouble with this one, man. Big Cat is Big Cat, but Big Cat has Big Cat's Big Cat. Big Cat and Big Cat's Big Cat and Big Cat's Big Cat. Big Cat can live Big Cat lives. Big Cat is Big Cat too. Big Cat... Big Cat after Big Cat's Big Cat, and Big Cat's Big Cat.
Don't worry, Doc. I think you get the gist of it then. If that's all you understand.
I understand it's Big Cat.
That's all you need to understand. I don't even understand that much.
Big Cat is Big Cat, but Big Cat is Big Cat, and Big Cat is Big Cat in Big Cat.
This is about Dungeons and Dragons, by the way.
Big Cat is Big Cat. Big Cat. Big Cat and Big Cat are Big Cat and Big Cat. Big Cat is Big Cat, but Big Cat is Big Cat is Big Cat. Big Cat and Big Cat. Big Cat is Big Cat, Big Cat. What are you knowing?
A shocker zombie said hello, but... Come on, the power of karate compels
I was gonna say,
you
you
to
should
die.
be fine with one, though, shouldn't you?
Yeah, and he's not a shocker Bert.
They can break your walls really easily.
They can throw me.
Big Cat is Big Cat, so Big Cat is Big Cat, Big Cat, Big Cat. Big Cat is Big Cat, Big Cat. Big Cat, Big Cat, like Big Cat is Big Cat. Big Cat is Big Cat, Big Cat, Big Cat. Big Cat, Big Cat, Big Cat, Big Cat is Big Cat. And Big Cat is Big Cat. Is Big Cat, Big Cat, Big Cat, Big Cat, Big
Yes.
Cat.
What character bio did they read to get this?
I don't know. Big Cat is Big Cat, Big Cat, Big Cat. No, sorry, I screwed this up this time.
Now we can go with the faucet method.
Yay. Big Cat is Big Cat, Big Cat, Big Cat, Big Cat, Big Cat. Big Cat is Big Cat, 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 Big Cat 2. Big Cat is Big Cat, Big Cat. Fuck. Big Cat is Big Cat, 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 Big Cat with Big Cat's Big Cat.
I don't think we need to fear the robot apocalypse just yet. Just giddy.
I've reached a case of
Big Cat.
Of jamais vu at this point.
Jamais vu.
Yeah, it's where you look at a word so much that it starts to look like not real words. Big Cat has Big Cat's Big Cat and Big Cat, Big Cat, Big Cat. Big Cat has Big Cat's Big Cat, Big Cat, Big Cat. Big Cat had Big Cat's Big Cat, Big Cat. Oh, no, sorry. Big Cat had Big Cat's Big Cat. Big Cat had Big Cat and Big Cat in Big Cats everywhere.
Everywhere!
I finished it, though. That's all of the words. That's that whole section. Most of the time, the neural net's bios are almost plausible.
Dark!
Oh!
This is too much.
I mean, it was Big Cats everywhere. I mean, it wasn't wrong about what it was summarizing.
Alright. Remove the water faucet.
Big Cat.
And the aisle curtain. There's an aisle curtain on it somehow.
Most of the time, the neural net's bios are almost plausible, and sometimes the shorter ones would pass for human written. My favorite parts, though, are when the output is really, really weird. A simple-looking man with a simple-looking sword.